Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Layla and today I'm coming at you with a reading vlog and it is 10 o'clock at night. So if you're wondering why I look kind of like a mess right now, I just got out of the shower. I have my ketchup shirt, my penguin pants, and I'm ready to go. So I have a little haul to start off today's reading vlog because your girl stopped by Barnes & Noble on her way home today and I got two graphic novels. Ta-da! I got Heartstopper Volume 1. I know I'm like the only person in the whole world who hasn't read this graphic novel, or at least on BookTube. I feel like I'm the only person who hasn't read this graphic novel. It's a boy meets boy, boys become friends, boys fall in love, and that's pretty much all I know about it. All I know is that this is supposed to be like the most heartwarming graphic novel ever. It's supposed to be so cute and you can't put it down. You can read it in like one sitting and it's just supposed to be like so warm and fuzzy, and I could use some of that right now. So, and I like the cover. The only reason that I've been putting this off is because, as you can see, there's not much color. But I'm like, it could be fine, you know, if the story's really good, then I could be fine without that much color, you know? So I'm just gonna try it. Hopefully I love it. And then I got Sea of Sorrows, which honestly, it just looks really cool. I know nothing about this. It says, plunge headfirst into the icy waters of dread in this graphic novel of deep sea adventure with a horrific twist by Rick Dweck and Alex Cormack, the creative team behind Road of Bones. So I guess if I like this, I'll try out Road of Bones. But yeah, so I just flipped through and like the art style is like really creepy. So I'm just like really excited for it because it's like super creepy and I'm like, man, that's right up my alley. And it just looks really cool. So, yep. These are the two graphic novels that I got today, and I will be starting tonight. I'll probably start Heartstopper tonight because I'm kind of sad, which is why I got these books in the first place, because I'm like, I'm a little sad. Let me just try to warm my heart up. And then also in this reading vlog, I will be continuing two books that I'm already reading. The first one being Body Language by James W. Hall. I am currently on page 80. So I have like a decent way to go. This book is like almost 400 pages, I think, like 366 pages. And it is about this woman named Alex. She has something tragic happen to her when she was a kid, which is actually like one of the first things you learn in the book is exactly what happened to her. And so it started off like really good and really interesting. However, it's like not exactly going downhill for me, but right now we're just learning about things that I'm not super interested in. Like her husband, nobody even likes her husband, first of all, and then it's like he's just doing stuff and I'm like, can we just get back to the murders that she's investigating? Because you know what, she's investigating murder, but not really, if that makes sense, because basically she just photographs the murders. That's her job in the Miami PD. She just photographs the murders, prints them, lets everybody else figure out the crime and things like that. But this serial killer is getting to her because I haven't found him yet, and I think he's killed 4 women so far. And yeah, so this book is good so far, but right now I just wish we could like stop talking about her husband for 2 seconds. And yeah, I think I'm gonna like this. I can see it easily being a 4-star. And then for the audiobook I will be reading during this vlog is actually the Barnes & Noble book club pick for my Barnes & Noble for the month of May, and it is called House of Holo. And let me tell you, I've never like read a horror book before or finished a horror book because usually I'm not super interested in things that can't really happen. Usually it doesn't scare me, but I've really liked this book so far. Like, I don't really see it being less than a 4-star. It's like really creepy. So basically it's about these 3 sisters, Gray, Iris, and Vivi. It's about Gray, Iris, and Vivi, and it follows Iris, who is the youngest. It goes Gray, Vivi, and then Iris. And basically they had gone missing when they were really young, and they came back a month later, like naked, like shivering. Nobody knew what had happened to them. They couldn't remember what had happened to them, and their hair had turned white and their blue eyes were now black, and they're just like really weird. They kind of have this thing to where they can kind of make people do what they want, and but I don't really want to say anything other than that. But now like yeah, but no, I'm literally not going to say anything else. Just go in blind, but I still recommend that you read it. So yeah, I have a wide variety of things that I'm reading in this vlog. I have 2 graphic novels. One is a romance, one is creepy, and then I have a horror audiobook and a thriller, like just regular book. So I'm really excited. I have my reading lamp that I just turned off on accident. I have my books, I have my freshly soured self, and I am going to lay down and read.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift and hope that you'll take it into her side.
Alright, so update. I finished Heartstopper Volume 1 and I really understand the hype. I was just laughing and giggling so much while reading this book, like so much, and I'm about to lend it to my sister because I think that she'll also love this. Like, it honestly felt like I was reading one of those webtoons, and I really love webtoons, but I really felt like I was reading a romance webtoon, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then the cliffhanger that this left me on, I was not expecting that. I was just expecting, like, you know, a nice time. It makes me want to have another nice time, but no, it like left me on a cliffhanger. So now I really want the second volume, and I know that Barnes & Noble has it, but I don't have the money to get it, and I'm just really sad now. But yeah, this was really good. I don't know if I want to give it like a 4 to a 5 star. I don't know if it's gonna be 4, 4.5, or 5. I'm really not sure. And then I have started Sea of Sorrows. Like, the story is like just not getting, I'm literally like that much, so I've literally just started it, but it's really good. I am loving the art style so far. As I've already said, I think it's just it's so good. I really like it. And did I have my key in the, not me not knowing where I just put my freaking car key? Okay, there it is. And I'm about to listen to some more of House of Holo as I continue my drive. I've just been really thinking about it a lot, to be completely honest. Like, it is good. Like, last night when I was reading and things like that before I went to bed, I was like, what if I listened to a little bit of House of Holo before I went to sleep? And then I was like, no, I should probably like meditate or something, but like I really wanted to. And then on my way to church this morning, I was like, I really want to listen to some House of Holo, but then I was like, no, let me listen to some gospel. But now I'm like, I'm listening to House of Holo because I really want to catch up. And not catch up, but I really just want to know where the story is going. Like, I need to know. And also, happy Easter. I went to church today. Today's message by Pastor Stephen was amazing. Like, I really felt like God was talking to me, and I went with my friend Cynthia. We both help out in the e-kids with the little kiddos, and it was a really good experience. And then I finished Heartstopper and then started Sea of Sorrows, and now I'm about to read House of Hollows. Today's just been a really good day, and I'm going to continue that. Updates. I'm sick, which is why I look like crap. So I did an update yesterday, which was Monday. Today is Tuesday, and I just had to call out of work. But I did finish House of Holo. It was really good. Like, it was the first horror that I have ever actually read all the way through, and I thought it was really good. However, like, my mom and I read it too. I mean, my mom read it with me, and she also had some unanswered questions. Like, I have some unanswered questions, and I'm just like, I wish those would have been answered. And also, I'm just very picky with my 5 stars, so I do give this a solid 4 star, which is a lot because I did not go into it thinking that I was gonna give it that many stars. And I have also made some progress into body language, and we're still kind of focused on the husband, and I'm like, screw you. But we're back to main girl, Alexandra. Ugh, I can't talk today. But anyway, we're back to the main girl, Alexandra, and I think she's about to find out like exactly what her husband just did, which was stupid. And I don't know, I'm just like, can we get back to the bloody rapist, please? Because that's what they call the serial killer in this book, is the bloody rapist. And I'm like, we haven't been on him for like what feels like a hot minute. And I'm like, can we just get back to him, please? Because that's really interesting and I just want to get back to that. Also, I made some progress into that comic book I was reading, the one with the sea. I don't know, it's literally right beside me, but I cannot be bothered to grab it. But I've made some progress into that. I like where that's going, and it's very creepy, and I think there's gonna be sirens involved, so I'm happy about that. And I'm gonna try to get some reading done today, but I also want to sleep and stuff like that, so I don't know how much reading exactly I'm going to get done. And I have to go to urgent care to see about, I think I have like a sinus infection, so I'm just gonna get some like antibiotics hopefully, and then I will try to get some more reading done, since I don't have classes today because it's Tuesday and I'm not going to work for obvious reasons. So I will keep you updated, but right now it's exhausting to even talk, so I'm just gonna update you later.
I love you. You're so pretty. You're so handsome. You're my man. Oh my goodness. My little handsome little man. Oh, you're so soft.
Back again with another update. I don't know if I updated you earlier about Sea of Sorrows, but I did finish it. I really loved the art style, as I'm sure you could tell because I put like so many snippets of it in there. But I do only give this a 3-star because as far as the actual story, sometimes I'd get a little lost or confused as to like what we were talking about and who exactly was talking at certain points. But honestly, that is my only complaint. I really like the art style and things like that. But yeah, I just wish I wasn't as confused during the story, but I had a really good time reading this. And as you could probably tell, I am sad right now. So I'm sick and I'm sad. So I'm gonna eat apple slices, and I'm also gonna tell you about books I just bought from Barnes & Noble, because what else would I do other than spend money on books? So I have a haul. This is actually not part of the books that I just bought. This is what I'm reading instead of Body Language, because an update on Body Language, we still off topic and I just don't want to read it anymore, so I'm not going to. I folded the page I was on, which was page 97, which I'm kind of mad that I'm just stopping on page 97 because that's 97 pages. It makes me kind of upset, but it's okay. I want to read something that I'm like really going to enjoy whole way through, and I think that is a Karen Slaughter book. I have never read a Karen Slaughter, but I've heard that it's really good. I have Pretty Girls, but I feel like I'm gonna like Pretty Girls more than this one, so I want to start off with this one so I can just keep going up and up. Basically, I don't know what this is about. It's 28 years ago, Charlotte and Samantha Quinn's happy small town family life was torn apart by a terrifying attack on their family home. It left their mother dead. What? I'm on page 6 and the mom is not. You know what? I'm gonna stop reading before I like let myself know too much more than I want to know. But yeah, all I remember is being intrigued, and all I know is that Karen Slaughter is like a huge thriller type of person. Like everybody says her thrillers are really gruesome. I'm really into that type of thing. So yeah, this book is over 500 pages, but whatever. Now on to the books that I actually bought. I bought 2 comic books, 1 regular book, and 2 poetry books. So the 1 regular book I got Song of Achilles, because crying over a book is much better than crying over my ex, which is why I've been sad. So I've just heard that this is super sad. I've heard that it's a male romance and that it's just supposed to make you sob your ever-loving guts out, which honestly might be what I need. Might be very cathartic. So also Greek mythology, but I don't really know anything about that. It's between Achilles and I don't know the other guy's name, but I think it's gonna be good. First poetry book is called I Must Belong Somewhere. And to be completely honest, this title is the only reason I got the book. Don't ask me if I know anything else about it. And I opened it and I saw like the beginning of one of the poems and I was like, yes. Oh, I haven't been telling you who these books are by. So this one is by Madeline Miller. This one is by Dawn Lanuza. And I'm very excited because, again, poetry might be exactly what I need right now. I love poetry. I've been in a very poetry and comic book mood in this vlog, and I'm not even mad about it. And you know I had to get Hardstopper Volume 2. I was going to get Volumes 2 through 4 because that is all that Alice Oseman has put out so far. But they literally, this was the last one. 2 days ago when I bought the first Heartstopper volume, they had multiple volumes of 1, 2, and 3. And today they only have this. But I got really lucky because this was the last Heartstopper copy of any of the volumes that they had. So Heartstopper Volume 2, here I come. I'm like so excited. Honestly, I might bump the first Heartstopper up to a 5-star just like now, seeing like how excited I am to get to the next one. But I do think it's also like a solid 4.5, but I don't know. Maybe this one will be a 5-star. I'm just really, really excited, especially after the cliffhanger. And look at the art on the front of this one. I really like how cute they are. I will probably be getting to this first, if not second poetry book that I got, were the Serenity poems. Again, got it mainly because of the title, because I need serenity. But I did read the back for this one. Y'all can be proud of me now. Anyway, it says, "Come, take my hand. The sun is not harsh today, and the night is not as dark. Let us finally fight for who we aspire to be, after all these years of letting the hurt tell us who we are." So it's like, yes, and also it's pretty. Last book I legit got like over $60 worth of books. But it's okay because I got paid today and I made sure that I put all of the savings that I needed in my savings in there first before I even set foot into the Barnes & Noble. As soon as I realized I got paid, I was like, savings, because I knew I was going to spend it all on books. So, Ghosted in LA. And I recently heard about this book, but that actually isn't why I picked this up, because it wasn't until I was reading the description and I was like, oh, this sounds interesting, that I realized, oh, I've heard of this recently. I don't know what booktuber I watched who also read this book, but I do know from that booktuber that it's about this woman who like moves to LA to be with the person that she thought was the love of her life, and then 'tis not the love of her life, and they wind up breaking up. And I guess she winds up in like this hotel because she needs somewhere to go, but then the hotel is full of ghosts. And I guess it's supposed to be really funny, really cute. Art style seems really cute and fun and very colorful. So yeah, these are all of the books that I got. I am excited about these. I've already finished 3 books in this vlog already because I finished Heartstopper Volume 1, House of Holo, and Sea of Sorrows. So I'm excited to finish some more. I'm just like on my reading grind now that I'm alone, and I like it. I like getting back to the things I like to do, and I really need to lay down. So I'm gonna drink some cold water, eat my apple slices. I love me some apple slices. You're never too old for apple slices. And read a book. I think I'm gonna start with Heartstopper Volume 2 and I Must Belong Somewhere. I mean, they kind of match aesthetically. When I finish these, then I'll work on these 2 and might read a little bit of this. But I think I'm more in the mood for like quick reads, like quick like bursts of satisfaction and pride, you know? So that is what I'll be doing for the rest of the night. I'll probably talk to you guys again tomorrow.
Over the hills and far from her, she's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift and hope that you'll take it into her side. side.
And I have finished both of these books, so I must belong somewhere. I give a 3-star, if not maybe a 2.5, but they don't even have half stars on Goodreads, so I'm probably just gonna give it a 3. Sometimes I think a problem with it, like why I wasn't like fully like just into it was because sometimes it felt like I was reading like a children's book or anything like that, so it wasn't really my thing, but there were some good moments. As you can see, I tabbed a few things, like for instance this page, on page 81, it says, "Nobody said you wouldn't miss the very person you dismissed," and I really liked that. So yeah, there's not a whole bunch to talk about. There are just some poems that I really liked, and then most of them were just okay to me, in my opinion. And then Heartstopper Volume 2. I don't know if I want to give it a 3 or a 4, but it was so good. It was really cute. I don't think it was as cute as the first one. Like, I wasn't like giggling as much. I was still smiling because like, how can you not smile when it comes to these two? Honestly, it's really cute. I definitely want to read the 3rd and 4th ones. And I'm not even a series person, guys. Can you believe this? That me like wanting to like, I am really happy with how this went. I'll have to get back to you on an exact rating, but it was really cute. I can't talk a lot about the problems they were having in this one because then that would give away the ending of the other one, and this one did not leave off with a cliffhanger. So if I didn't already know that there was a 3rd and 4th novel, I probably wouldn't have known from this book, well, besides the spoilers being in here, so like sneak peeks of the next book. So yeah, I finished those 2 books, and next I will be focusing on these 2. See, the color scheme, guys, I love this. So Ghosted in LA and Serenity Poems. And once I finish those, I'll probably go back into The Good Daughter for a little bit. But before I get back into reading, I need to bathe my kitten because he does bathe himself, but I don't think he's been doing a very good job because he is gray all around. But right now, parts of him look brown. You haven't been doing a very good job cleaning. So yes, I'm going to give him a bath, but before that, I'm going to clip his claws. So he's gonna get a little pamper session. Do you hear him purring? Yeah, so I'm gonna take some care of my kitten, and then I'll get back to reading. So, since we have last spoken, I have DNF'd body language and just got out of the shower. My kitty is here, obviously. I'm about, I want to say a little over halfway through Ghosted in LA. This is how much I have left. I'm on chapter 4. And what do we think, Huggy? I think it's like 3 stars because like I'm just not super interested personally in everything that this is about, but I do love the art style. But I do like some of the characters. I guess I just don't love anything really, so that's why 3 star. But I'll still probably get the next book, to be completely honest. And I started a different thriller which I was gonna read after I finished Body Language, but since I DNF'd that, here we go. Karen Slaughter, The Good Daughter. It's like amazing setup because like so much has actually happened. Like what I'm reading right now could be what the book is going to be about, but I know it's not going to be what the book is going to be about. So I'm just like really excited for this book. Like a lot has happened, I feel. So I'm only on page 36, but I'm already like pretty hooked. So I really just want to like finish this so I can devote all of my time to this. I also softly DNF'd Serenity just because I'm not in the mood for it, but I'm definitely in the mood for this. It is like, oh. And yeah, it is gruesome, like, because people have said that Karen Slaughter is gruesome, and this is gruesome, but I'm into gruesome, so I don't have a problem with that. I'm really happy, and I'm also happy that this book is so long. Like, it's 500 pages, so I'm really excited just to really dive into it. And if the rest of the book is like this, then so much can happen in this book. I'm just really excited for it, to be completely honest. So I'm showering my friend's shirt and friend's bottoms. So yes, I will be reading these 2 books and I'll get back to you. Good night. So it's been a few days. My hair is in a ponytail. Ignore how I look right now. We're just gonna ignore that because it is morning in The Good Daughter. I am currently on page 106, 107, one of those. So I've made a decent chunk of progress and I'm really happy about it because I am liking this book. I don't like it as much right now as I did in the beginning, but I'm so proud of myself. I've read so much this week. I literally finished like 6 books. Like Heartstopper 1 and 2, Sea of Sorrows, Ghosted in LA, House of Holo. I can't remember what the other one was, but I know I did finish another one. So I'm just like really happy with myself. And yeah, I finished 6 books in 1 week. And I read 100 pages of another book. And I haven't done this much reading in a long time. That makes me very happy. If you made it this far in the video, please let me know what's the most you've ever read in a week and what's the most you read this week. And also, just thank you so much. Please hit the like and subscribe button, it really supports me. And comment as well. I love doing this and I love you guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye.